The year 1947 was a historic year for India. We won our independence. Joy all over the place. But if you're a Punjabi living in West Punjab, now what's Pakistan, it was traumatic for you. You were driven out of your home on earth. I'm going to talk about a family which was dispossessed of everything in West Punjab, in Pakistan, who came and settled down in a small, sleepy little place called Ludhiana. This is where the story begins. Friends, welcome to this episode of Sridhar on Selling. The year 1956 was a very important year for Mr. Om Prakash Munjal, a man in his 20s. When he came to India from Pakistan, he was in his late teens. In 1956, he started a business of selling parts for cycle manufacturers. Cycle was a medium of transport for most people at the bottom of the pyramid. There were big players in the market, Atlas, Hercules, BSA, the last two coming from a major industrial house in the south. And there was Sen Raleigh, which had a collaboration with Raleigh of UK. This is where Munjal dreamt big. He thought and dreamt very big. From a cycle part manufacturer, he dreamt of becoming a cycle manufacturer. And he thought of scale, unthinkable, unimaginable scale. What started in 1956 became a big production machinery. By 1975, the brand Hero had established itself as the market leader. Friends, I have always been talking to you about the power of brand. Brands like Hercules, Atlas, what do they mean to somebody in Salem or Nidadagulu or Guwahati? You need to know something about the Western mythology, stories, to know what Hercules and Atlas. Atlas to most people meant a book of maps. O.P. Munjal, with his brothers, gave a very simple name, Hero, which runs off everybody's tongue, and there's an imagery. Everybody wants to be a hero. Hero is the ultimate aspirational brand. The rest, as they say, is history. Now, when he started production, he knew two things. One, I must have scale so that my costs go down. And two, I must have a machinery to sell this production. So what he did with his brothers was to establish a very robust distribution network. While others had limited distribution power, you were never away from a Hero Cycle shop. Distribution was the critical thing in this success story. There was production at one hand and selling at the other hand, and you had a brand to which everybody related. At one point of time, Hero Cycles got the Guinness Book of Records recognition for producing over 18,500 cycles in a single day. Imagine that. I'm told, I don't know how far it's true, that they had perfected the art of just-in-time. The supply chain, the production techniques, everything was at par with the best in the world. They could beat the Japanese at this. I also learned that for a very long time, they did not even have a finished goods go down. The goods would be loaded onto the trucks directly from the shop floor. Imagine the gain you make in terms of economics. You save so much in terms of inventory costs. If you are able to sell what you produce then and there, look at the savings you are making. One thing led to the other, and Hero Cycles became one of the largest, if not the largest, manufacturer of cycles in the world. They didn't stop there. They started exporting. Today they are exporting to 70 countries across the world. There are types of companies in Sri Lanka, in Germany. They increased the range of cycles, brought in all kinds of cycles, and looked at every segment of the market. This is the story of how to run a company. They invested, once they were making money, they started investing in R&D. Today they have what is known as a Hero Cycle Valley in Ludhiana. which is putting together all things to export to more and more countries. Friends, in close to 70 years, this young man with a dream could establish a global market, put India on the cycle map of the world, and do us all proud. What are the things he did right? He did everything right. Brand name, production, managing costs, and distribution. And his brother, Mr. Brijmohan Munjal, was such a charming storyteller that I am told that at dealers' meet, people would flock to listen to him, even overlooking film stars who are often invited. The moral of the story is you can start from a small place, you can have humble origins. But if you think right, if you think global, if you think big, you can achieve it. Friends, this is a story where nothing could have gone wrong doing all that they did. Thank you very much.